of addressing this problem, which many believe is the root cause of it. That's what many people believe. Now, the former Deputy Speaker of the House of Representatives, Prince Chibudom Uche, condemned the attack on the Solad, which happened last week. And not just condemning that, he also called on the security agencies to do what they need to do. There was a statement that was signed by his media aide where he described the attack as barbaric. He says no disagreement of any kind can justify the attack on the sole administrator, which is true. But we shouldn't be too hurried to link that with regards to what happened to the sole administrator to what happened yesterday. There are some people that even think, we might see this repeat itself in several other local government areas. That's not what we hope to see. So we hope we don't see it. So if people are upset with those that are in charge of leading them, there are better ways to express your displeasure. There are other things that you can do to show that you're not happy, and explore those options. But violence should not be the way at all. Violence should not be the way. All right, I'll get onto the phone lines and let us talk. What next? How do we ensure that these issues what needs to be done to curb the situation in Ahoada East so it does not escalate, one, and we don't see a spill off where these issues now begin to surface in other councils in Rivers State. Some have said the state administrator should say something. That would help. If the state administrator says something, gives certain directives, that would really help a lot in these times. Do you share the same opinion? 0817-923-0007, 0817-923-0002. Just tell us your name and tell us where you're calling from. Good morning. Go on.
Let me tell you see this situation of Ahoada West or whatever, by beating the solar, listen to me. This is a political interference. Listen to that's why we are crying. They say sim. Just look at what the comment of the CS or whatever. That the man, the money given to him, he remove how many billion, that he could not share the money to those he's supposed to reach. Is it the way to do government thing? Money to use to develop a local government or other things. Make the local government to look well. He said they did not deposit how it's supposed to deposit. That's why we are having problems. We have state of emergency in this state. What shows that we are having state of emergency in this state? Why we are beating a man like a kid. And when I watch this, I was cried a lot. If this is my father, I make that local government ungovernable. People will not be able to sit on that way. It's not good. It's an embarrassment to harm a man like that. But nobody talks. This woman is sponsored by somebody. And I mentioned the LGA minister is behind this thing. That's why this crisis is coming to university. That's why we cannot relax.
How is the FCT minister behind this, please?
Nobody said no. When I met you, nobody was getting a crisis. But after this man continue, the crisis will continue in the state. We will not have it. It will happen to other local government. Mark it today. Let me stop here. Thank you. Okay.
I wanted you to explain because I don't see why we drag the FCT minister into this, especially when there isn't any direct link to him or his name mentioned in all of what's happening at the moment. Good morning, Nigeria Info.
Yeah, Andrew, greetings from Eche to you.
Good morning.
Lugaman from Eche.
All right, make it quick,
Andrew,
please.
It's unfortunate what is happening in Ahoada East. You see, when we say the manner in which this state of emergency was declared is not good, it's just targeted on the resources of River State, and you begin to ask us questions. You see it manifesting. I told you people on this platform that these people have written names of youth that they will be paying, and they are doing that. And what transpired in Ahoada show you that it is because of the resources of Ahoada East and resources of River State. How can you appoint a leader, or you bring somebody, and whatever they are reporting to that leader? This is why you see us remaining where we are. Liberty is not moving forward. Look at the latest chairman. 3 months, you see them performing. in my own local community here, also did fantastically well. The main question now is one: that Ikaki should be arrested. One, maybe he is aware, he masterminded what really happened in that council. And secondly, the elected governor of Rivers State should, as a matter of urgency, return back to office so that all this type of pocket of violence in our rural area, our local government, will not happen again. Because there is no leadership in this state again. Anyone that is coming to pack money and go. It's unfortunate.
All right.
Well,
thank you.
Today, FCT Minister have kept us in a.
Thank you very much, Dakuku. We have to move on. Good morning, Nigeria Info.
Hello, good morning. This is Baba for the Masses. I'm calling from Port Harcourt.
What's your name, please?
Baba for the Masses.
That's not your name. What's your name? What is your name?
My name is Augustine. People call me Baba for the Masses.
Your name is Augustine. Go on, Augustine.
Okay, I remain who I am. I remain what people called me.
Augustine,
so
go ahead.
Quickly, talk about the matter on ground. It's pure a security matter. What is happening in Ahoada? This is not the first time. All this crisis has been there in Ahoada. I don't know why Ahoada every time. When people talk about crisis here and here in Rivers State, I'm from Obiakpo. No part of Obiakpo that can record this kind of crisis. Nowhere. You go to Ahoada, when the suspended governor awarded a particular road there, only for CLO to emerge, somebody died. Houses were burned down in Ahoada under the watch of Similaye Fumara. Nobody brought it in the media to discuss about, but I am aware. I'm aware of what happened. People were aware. It was in the public domain. Only to CLO to imagine Ahoada. People died. Somebody was shot to death. Houses were burned down in Ahoada. I don't know why Ahoada every time. I think Riverside government should withdraw development from Ahoada. We have Polycamp. We have Elele Barak. Close to Ahoada. I don't know why they cannot respond when things like this happen. I don't know why. Like just what the last person said there, one Takuku from Eche. That boy is a criminal. That is the reason why he ran away from remaking the community. He's a burglary criminal.
Who are you referring to?
I know he run away from remaking. I know where he says he remaking. Before he run away. A man that sleep with people's wives. A criminal, a rape.
All right, thank you. Please, first off, I'm not clear who you're talking about. Secondly, you can't just call people names on radios on the radio when you don't have any proof. If somebody comes here and start calling you names, just like you're calling any individual, I don't know who exactly. I'm pretty sure you would not be happy with it. If there's no proof of any investigation or any court that declared a person to be guilty of any of such crimes, it's out of place for you to be authoritatively saying that they are this. Please. So let's be mindful with how we conduct ourselves when we get the opportunity to air our views on issues on radio. We'll take a short commercial now. We continue afterwards. Good morning.
Port Harcourt. Guess what? Kids at
We go straight back to the phone lines. My name is Ifyemi Andrew. If you followed us from the first half, then already you know what we're discussing. The situation in Ahoada East has continued to build up. Sadly, it has now led to the loss of 2 lives following yesterday's shootings. We're hoping that it doesn't get any worse, and which brings us to the question. Some have tried to relate what happened yesterday to what had happened to the solar administrator last week. But ultimately, how can we address this so it does not get worse? And beyond even getting worse, we don't see something like this happening in other local government areas. We had a few calls the first half of a conversation. We're going to go into it again, but let me quickly put this out there. Try to be very civil. Do not make unfounded claims. All right, don't say things that you can't substantiate. Try to stick to what the conversation is all about and face that squarely. All right, thank you very much. 0817-923-0007. 0817-923-0002. Nigerian for good morning.
Good morning to you, Ifyemi Andrew.
Good morning to you.
Okwando Obinna is my name.
Okay.
You see, it's only in Nigeria where leaders are not ashamed of their actions, especially actions that are very, very shameful. President Bola Tinubu was in Abuja enjoying himself. There was peace here in Rivers State. He was over there and he declared state of emergency with flimsy reasons on Rivers State. Till today, he now brought an administrator to come and make peace. Where is the peace that he is making? Is it not enough proof that the administration has failed woefully? Look at what is happening in Rivers State. And we have an administrator who they told us that he came to make peace. I think when leaders have shame for once now, let them have shame small of one. All these things that they are doing in this country, even we that they are leading, we are ashamed why they themselves are not ashamed. I think that the solution to this problem is that Ibokete Ebas has failed Rivers people, and he should leave Rivers State and go to his village if it is possible. If this is a man that was trained, a military man that should have discipline, he should know that these politicians are just using him there to catch fun, and he is there. Please, let the right thing be done. That is the only solution that a society will move forward. Our leaders are not doing the right thing. That is why you are seeing people fighting in Ahoada, killing each other. Thank you and God bless you.
All right, thank you very much. Just also to be clear, the president's declaration of state of emergency in Rivers State is not unconstitutional. All right. You might question the procedure, the process, but it's not unconstitutional now. What perhaps you could argue is the suspension of elected government officials. Now, that is what's questionable, and that's what everyone is talking about. So let's not say that, it declares if there are reasons that the presidency sees to be reason enough to declare state of emergency, and perhaps they waited for the state government to call on them to do it and it's not happening, they can step in and declare that emergency. So let's leave that one first. We can question whether the suspension of lawmakers and governors the governor is something that's constitutional. That can be a whole conversation. Yes. Good morning. Hello, Nigeria Info. Good morning.
Yeah, Andrew, good morning.
Good morning to you.
Yes, my name is JAJ, and I'm calling you from Port Harcourt right now.
Okay, go on.
Andrew, Ambashi that was killed in that area, how many people are facing trial right now? We know that Tubaba has been neutralized according to them. Who again, or is just Tubaba that mastermind, plan, do everything, and take out Ambashi? Who again has been arrested just a few days ago? Oh, we have arrested some remnant of Tubaba, whatever. What about their sponsors? What happened to them? Since people can just walk free after they commit crime, what do you expect? It becomes very lucrative. Let's just digress a bit to Benue, where how many people were adopted after over 200 persons were killed. So where are the tactical teams that they said they deployed to Benue to fish out those responsible, both the army and the police? Now, come back to Ahoada. Now, the administrator who was beating blue-black, I saw video where his people have been invoking their deity, their ancestors and everything, that they are ready for war. I don't know if you have seen those.
There was a protest from members of the community, his community, yeah.
No, I am telling you, the protesters...
Exactly, I'm saying yes, there was, because I got that information as well.
That is that are ready for, and you think you are leaving it to lie low? Why have the administrator to restore peace where there was peace already? And what has he said? What about those people, prominent Rivers people, who condemned the women who walk out from Ibar's wife the other time, that they said it was a disgrace? This beating now, is it a beating to Ibar or beating to our president Tinubu? And they have not said anything up till now. And people are just clapping, thinking that will end there. It will still move, because the same complaint that led to this beating are also coming up in other local governments. And God, I think the queen is now, or the king is now saving the God, not the God saving the queen anymore.
All right, thank you, JJ. Good morning, Nigeria Info. Hello, good morning. All right, sadly we lost that call. 0817-923-0007. You can also call 0817-923-0002. Good morning, Nigeria Info.
Yes, good morning. My name is Magnus from Nigeria.
All right, go on.
Yes, very quickly, I want to say that the crisis currently rocking Ahoada East, and the sole administrator in that LGA, as we all know, was beaten by some hoodlums. I think it is not a welcome development. I think politicians who are inciting crisis in some parts of the state should desist from doing that, because it will not help us. As we all know, the state is on emergency, and whether you like it or not, some certain things that ought to be right in the state are not right because of the emergency. For example, the economy and other aspects of things. And so if you want to incite crisis, adding to what we are already experiencing, it will cause more damage to the people. The lives of people living in the rural area matters to me, and it should matter to everybody. So I want to appeal to politicians who are inciting crisis to desist from that. I embrace peace and see a way to walk out of this emergency. Thank you so much, and do have a smart day.
Thank you. Good morning, Nigeria Info.
The very distinguished female, and I salute you once again.
All right, good morning.
Yes, I remain the very distinguished temple. Okay. You know, this issue that happened, the beating or no beating, in our local villages, we say it's an abomination. Then in Lagos town, they say illegality giving birth to illegality. They have talked about, it is all about, trying to ensure that transparency, accountability. And as far as politics is concerned, when it favors me, it's a welcome development. When it does not favor you, it's not a welcome development. This issue of beating, leaders have come out to talk, even though they are talking from far. The essence of these administrators coming on board down to our LGA, what is their mandate? What is their statutory function? What are they there to do for the local government? Since allocations have been coming, huge amount of monies have been coming. And sometimes we tend to, hide from the reality or the truth. You need to come and maintain the structure. And the structure you are assumed to come and maintain, the money is not being trickled down to the people, to the youth. Because it's very much obvious, a father who decides to turn up a criminal should be ready. Because a day and a time will come, he will get his own fair share of the beating of the person he has grown to become a good criminal. That is just the truth. The store administrator, the real reason is that the money is not getting, or what the are supposed to get, they are not getting it. So they are beginning to ask, where is the money going to? Since there is nothing happening within the confines of the local government, who are you sharing the money with? So you should come up and tell us.
Is that why people would then have to shoot?
What are they doing with it?
Temple, does that justify? Hello, Temple.
Yes, I'm with you.
Does that justify the shooting and killing that happened yesterday?
So the very distinguished shooting, and were you aware? I believe we are here, not in Panya, that NGS Secretariat have been burnt down. Have we asked of those who did it? On which camp? Which group? And we maintain them, and we think when we incubate them, it will not migrate to another thing. This is the result now. Are we pretend this is the result of that thing we have planted some months ago? This is the result. So it will continue. He should bring them. He should not be eating alone. That is
all right. Thank you, Temple. Let's take one more call. Good morning, Nigeria Info.
Good morning to you. It's me, Andrew.
Good morning.
I still remain Robin Maja the summer.
Go on.
It's me, Andrew. Let me remind you, in case you have forgotten, and those who are listening to the sound of my voice. Bob Marley sang a song. Until the philosophy that holds one nation superior over another is destroyed, utterly destroyed, abandoned, there'll be war. Now, you are separating me that this incident happening in Ahoada East might not be related to the beauty of the solar. You are trying to separate it and all the rest. For me, that was the genesis. You have seen videos, pictures of protest from his own home community. Chanting songs that have reduced governance to what some of us have been shouting, that these people are not here for us. Someone is saying there, and what we are hearing that is the problem is sharing money. Don't forget, we featured Hector yesterday morning, and he told us that even the arrest that Nigeria police announced from 2 weeks back, that he led that operation at a kata. He told us that the friend is spending money. So how do you separate the incident that is going on because of the illegality, suspending elected governor of state assembly, because the president told us that the pipeline that was busted there. Look at where we are. It's very unfortunate. The security officers that have lost their lives. Good morning, the farmer.
Good morning, Robin. On WhatsApp, this one says, for me, I think Mr. President declared state of emergency in Rivers State because we are in double wahala now. This is from Ogbakri. This one says, the LCT minister, supporters of the LCT minister, is that this? Okay. Should allow us live in peace in Rivers State. Clever Sonny. Ndubi says, what's happening in the state is unacceptable. Just look at the way they were beating a sole administration. What is happening in our state is not acceptable. The world is watching. Ndu sent in that one. Good morning, guys. That's how much we can take. My name is Ifeami Andrew. Stick around for Hello Port Harcourt with Jude. And don't forget to participate in one play. Draws Nigeria Info. You should just get on one play and then click on Nigeria Info, and that's it. Plenty of cash to be won. Also, remember that the registrations you have, the more you play between Monday till Friday qualifies you to play in the ultimate draw that happens every Friday. Okay, so get playing. Good morning.